be a friend of mine. Reality used to be a friend of mine. Maybe why is a question that's on your mind.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Three Guys and Beer. I'm Matt.
I'm the pilot.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
And on today's episode, we are doing which one, Daniel?
One of them.
Video
CGI.
effects
Alright, we're doing CGI. He doesn't pay attention to anything.
with movies without their CGI.
Yes.
He came late
So
today.
we're gonna ruin it a little bit.
Yeah, so, I mean, well, it doesn't give anything up. So.
I thought everything in movies was real.
Oh, my God, you still do. After this, you will, too.
How late was Daniel today,
Hey,
man?
Daniel.
He was
Daniel.
like an hour late.
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know how there's a live-action Lion King?
Yes.
Daniel, you know they trained those lions for 21 years
Yeah, I know.
to make that movie.
Wow.
How else would you get lions and hyenas to work together?
All right, enough with the bullshit. Let's get right to it.
Oh, let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it.
Oh, I have to do that.
All right, here we go.
This is what movies look like without special effects, like the behind-the-scenes footage of the Avengers, Man of Steel, Pirates of the Caribbean, and so much more. Long before Johnny Depp's live-action courtroom drama, he and Orlando Bloom were busy fighting off zombie sharks on a sinking boat. The only problem is, zombie sharks are a little hard to come by, so the Pirates of the
thought it was
Caribbean
real.
VFX team made do with a massive blue screen set,
My dog stepped on a bee.
a hydraulic-powered boat, and plenty of imagination.
That's crazy.
So the sharks weren't real.
Fucking water
Tom
music.
Holland starred in the video game remake Uncharted, whose opening scene
That's
is
a
a
good movie.
high-octane fall
Saw
from a
it?
cargo
Yeah.
plane without a
It's on
parachute.
Netflix.
You'd think Spider-Man
It's on
would be
Netflix?
okay doing
Yeah.
his own aerial stunts, but they've brought
I
in
didn't know that.
wires, a giant hydraulic
watched
arm, and a
it.
blue set
Look at that.
that producer
Wow.
I fell
has
asleep.
the depth of
Look at that, dude. He's not
You
really.
don't even need to use real cars in movies anymore.
That's
Wow.
This iconic scene from X-Men Days of Future Past has Quicksilver rushing in to save his colleagues from an explosion at 2,000 miles per second. To create this faster-than-sound sequence, filmmakers filmed Evan Peters running on a treadmill and blended it with a rotating shot that had been slowed down.
He's the guy playing Dahmer.
The result was this slow-mo masterpiece.
You want to watch that?
This
I haven't
scene
seen
in
it
John
yet.
Wick 3 just couldn't have been filmed on a real street. Instead, fake motorbikes, green carts, a complex winch system, and a whole bunch of dudes in green morph suits all helped Keanu Reeves fight off his attackers in slow motion.
That's crazy.
They even had a guy blowing wind on Keanu's hair to make it look like the bike was moving. Speaking of Spider-Man, ever wondered how they make your friendly neighborhood Spidey look so good? It's mostly blue screens.
Oh, no, that's ruining it for Daniel.
Oh, wow. They didn't use webs?
And a whole lot of fighting that only really looks good from a certain angle. Despite all the help, some of Tom's acrobatics are actually quite impressive. This scene from Supergirl looks a little different without the post-effects added in. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Superheroes without their powers just look like
Hey, is
mimes
that,
and fancy
that
leotards.
Ursa Miller? Or whatever his name is?
No, that's not Ezra Miller. That's the... Ezra Miller's like...
He's
yeah,
on
When
the
the cast
fucking run or
returned to
something.
Jumanji,
Yeah.
the majority
Do
of
you
their
see
jungle
this shit?
adventures were way too
I just-
dangerous to film for real. Plus, where are you gonna find a herd of angry ostriches at short notice?
Nasty bitch.
The film and effects crew utilized some inventive blue screen sets and high-end CGI to create a visual masterpiece.
So the monkeys aren't real.
One of the biggest movies of all
isn't
time,
real.
Avengers End Game, was an absolute masterpiece in terms of visual effects.
Oh.
and
They actually have a lot of guys there,
backdrops.
though.
Not only did teams have to render
Why does it
special
look all
abilities
gray
and
and gloomy?
costumes onto hundreds
Oh.
of
Some
superheroes,
kind of war.
but all this with an apocalyptic wasteland as the backdrop. I have to say though,
Looks
I
cheap.
thought Thanos would have been taller.
So it's filmed in a fucking big-ass warehouse?
Sounds about
Look
right.
at Thanos.
Yep.
Rather than trying to teach Jason Momoa how to breathe underwater, the team behind Aquaman used some pretty inventive visual effects to bring the DC superhero comic to life.
you watch that
Lighting,
movie, any of you?
wires, and
No.
motion capture
I
were
saw,
all
like, the first
employed to
5
take
minutes.
this above-ground
Yeah.
set
Oh,
straight
yeah.
to Atlantis. Superman's Man of Steel makes every kid want to fly, but the secret to
what?
this superhero's flight ability all comes down to wires, pulleys, and a team of people pulling the strings. He's not really faster than a speeding bullet. It just looks
See,
like it
Dan,
when you
I
speed
told
up the
you.
tape. The
I
powers
thought it
might
was
be
real,
fake, but the
dude.
Man of Steel's abs are 100% real.
They taught Henry Cavill how to fucking fly.
The abs are real, though.
You're
So he
probably
wasn't-
not shocked to find out that the dinosaurs in Jurassic World aren't real. That's right,
Shit.
they're almost
Fuck on.
completely CGI. Wait, almost? We hate to ruin the mystery behind these fierce velociraptors, but they're actually just guys in gray leotards and raptor helmets. For the most part, Chris Pratt just has to pretend there's a vicious predator standing in front of him. What about the T-Rex?
He didn't sell it. You buy it? I didn't buy it.
When you see the real one, it doesn't look real.
In World War Z, Brad Pitt's character throws a live grenade inside an airplane to save himself from a frenzied zombie herd. Rather than sacrifice 100 extras at 30,000 feet, the special effects team
Yeah,
used
they should bring fucking extras
wind
back.
cannons, wires, and a giant green screen set to create the epic scene.
Yeah, I want to be on God's team. What about you, kid?
In the live-action reboot of the Disney classic Aladdin, it was always going to be a challenge to bring all the magical elements to life.
Prince Ali, Ali,
Cave of Wonders, producers used blue screens, hidden supports.
Wait, so how'd they do Will Smith's character if he was blue?
Specially designed motion capture suits for Will Smith's genie.
That's crazy.
that's hot.
Wait, they had to wear a motion capture suit to make him.
I'd probably say it's 2 parts Fever Dream mixed with 3 parts.
So why do you go blue?
He's Blueface.
Due to the surreal nature of the novel, the 2010 remake
If I was
relied on
blue?
whimsical CGI.
Like you.
And stilts to create characters of all sizes and perspectives.
That is a CGI.
Yeah, I'm
is
right here.
Oh, that Alice in Wonderland? I want to watch that again.
I fell asleep. I saw it 2 times in theaters and fell asleep both times.
When did that come out again?
It's even beyond most presidents.
Like
That's the reason why
2011,
producers
2010.
working
Yeah,
on
a
Maze
long time
Runner
ago.
used
I saw it like
incredibly
once.
realistic CGI to render these massive maze walls. There's only small constructions used for reference. The rest is a complete fabrication.
Fabrication.
In Disney's Beauty and the Beast remake, the fearsome prince-turned-monster is a terribly intimidating creature. In reality, it's just a guy in a motion capture suit. I'm not sure if that's padding he's got there, or if the guy only does leg day, but those are some beastly quads.
Yeah, they
This
are.
river rapids scene in The Hobbit had so much going on all at once. There's a raging river, orcs firing arrows and swinging swords, as well as making sure all the
That's their
dwarves
swords?
stay in their barrels. Swap
Yep.
out weapons for green pool noodles, add in
Pool
some
noodles?
well-timed splashes of water, and you've got yourself an authentic indoor river rapid adventure.
That's crazy.
I mean, the guy's got to make money to do
Behind
the
the silky
CGI,
smooth
dude.
animation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Get the fuck out of here. They're real.
who knew there were actually 4 ninjas underneath it all wearing motion capture suits and fake shell backpacks made out of foam? Cowabunga!
Cowabunga.
We're still a few years away from the android servants used in the Kingsman Golden Circle, but the special effects team used an actress in a green morph suit to render a fairly convincing CGI droid. The robot stand-in even wore roller skates to give the movement some authenticity for the final shot.
All right, I get that. That's a good way of thinking
a movie
about it.
full of sentient apes is a VFX team's worst
Get the
nightmare.
fuck
No,
out
no,
of
they
here.
Finding
taught them how
extras
to do
act
that.
like monkeys sounds easy enough. Adding the computer rendering to a dozen motion capture suits is an exhausting process.
Yeah,
but the
it
end
is.
result is all worth it. While watching Planet of the Apes, it's hard to tell it's just some guys in gray costumes monkeying around. The Matrix was one of the first movies to really use
Here it
mind-bending
is, Daniel.
VFX and innovative cinema techniques in a way people hadn't seen before. They coined the bullet time shot to create this bullet-dodging scene on the rooftop using
Oh
green
my
screens,
God, I thought he really
multiple moving
dodged it.
cameras, and wires to keep Neo from hitting the ground.
So there were no bullets.
Can you mute it?
There was no building.
When it comes to
Just let
superheroes,
it play
there's
muted,
one
yeah?
you definitely
I'll
call
fill in the music.
overpowered. With almost every superpower in the book in her arsenal, making
Oh,
Captain Marvel
shit.
come to life on the big screen
guy's
was
voice is
any
irritating
VFX
me.
animator's dream.
I don't know why he doesn't mute it.
If climbing Mount Everest is one of life's hardest achievements,
What's it
it
called?
makes sense that a film crew wouldn't be up at the
How
peak
late
of
was
the
he
world.
again?
CGI.
How late was he again? CGI?
Play the music.
It's not going with it.
Nah.
Unmute it.
Off the superhuman feats on display during Civil War, and help came courtesy of some cool practical and visual effects. When he's not manhandling helicopters,
He's that strong?
Dude, he fucking pulled the
Obviously
helicopter.
not.
Dude, you're getting wet.
I'm
he's leaping 2
impressed.
stories into an open window.
Look at that.
When you're
That's
doing
a
a
bad
live-action remake of a story that is only one human character, your VFX team is going to have their work cut out for them. In Disney's 2016 Jungle Book remake, extras in blue morph suits take the place of monkeys, only to be edited in later. Baloo is just Jon Favreau sitting in a pool. And Mowgli has to pretend those hand puppets are actually wild animals. Tom Cruise is famous for doing all his own stunts and insisting on cinematography as opposed to CGI where possible.
He said,
In
bruh.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the trick wasn't adding in computer rendering to make these shots look more impressive. It's about
Alright.
getting the camera in the right places as Tom runs impossible lines on the outside of the wall's tallest skyscraper.
Is he really?
Back in the old days
That's
of cinema,
one way
teams would
to
have to wait
fucking
until
get me
snowfall to
right
shoot
there.
classic scenes like this one in
Then
Mulan.
join
Now it's all
Scientology.
done in
Look at-
post-production. Even the horse is faked. Likewise, any of the scenes involving any of the aerial acrobatics.
Now I'm gonna be
It's all
questioning
done
every
at half
movie.
speed with wires to help the actors jump and spin through the air. To perfectly map the behaviors, movement, and actions of a friendly dog in the
Can
Call
you
of the
mute the
Wild, the
motherfucker?
VFX team used an
What?
actor in a motion
Can you
tracking
mute it,
suit
please?
instead of training an
I mean,
actual
we might as well
dog.
just go to
Good
20
boy.
seconds.
Do
Yeah.
you
So the dog
In
wasn't
Disney's
real?
Maleficent,
You like
Angelina
movies like
Jolie's
this?
portrayal was equal
I
parts
love 'em.
amazing
Sometimes,
and
yeah.
terrifying. But creating her
All
winged
the
flight
Marvel
into battle and
movies?
aerial
Yeah.
acrobatics couldn't have
That is my shit, dude.
Is it? I'll mute it myself from over here.
Well, it's over, so
That's pretty much over.
I just.
Did
I
you
mean-
mute it?
Yeah,
No,
mute
I
it.
didn't.
Oh, he might have turned our mics down.
No,
too.
you guys are
It
good.
turns all our volume down.
Does it?
I don't
I
know.
don't think it does.
I think it might.
It doesn't
We'll
matter.
find
but-
out
Yeah,
later.
we'll find out.
And that
What
was
do you guys
that.
think? Now that you know the
Yeah,
truth,
I'm
Dude,
now
I
gonna
love,
be looking.
I love the whole process. I think
just-
it's fun.
there's some that it's like over the top and it looks fucking fake.
That's why you don't
Yeah,
like
but-
Marvel movies.
I don't because it's just. Now I just found out.
I
I'm
love it.
right. I'm
I
right.
love Marvel movies,
I
but
think it's fun the way they like
Get
kind of
creative.
turn nothing into something.
Right?
Even
Yeah,
if that something
yeah.
looks like shit sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
They still did it. I can't.
I can't.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for checking out this week's episode. There it is. Movies without
Hey.
the CGI. You see what they look like before and after. Now you guys can actually know that a lot of movies are now fake. Even the ones that look real are fake. The dog is fake. What kind of bullshit is that? The dog is fake.
And if that bothers you, you got to hit us up at 3guysandbeer@gmail.com right there.
So you guys be at
And,
gmail.com.
and like and subscribe. Like we appreciate all you.
fun
Everybody
stuff.
who's been watching these videos, you're awesome.
Thank
we
you.
love you.
All right. And as always,
Stay
Hey.
humble.
Drink beer.
Let's
get it.
Yeah.